welcome you on behalf of all of our officers and regional directors of the UAW, our two Detroit area regional directors, Rory Gamble and Chuck Hall. I want to welcome you, and I want to remind you I remind myself, marching here today is symbolic of what built the middle class. It was working people willing to take a stand and fight for themselves and their kids and grandkids. Often I remind young folks today, and I remind our younger members today, that in life you get what you're willing to accept. Say that with me. In life you get what you're willing to accept. And honestly, I'm angry because working people are getting not more justice, they're getting more injustice. Here in the city of Detroit, it was not city workers who gave their lives, policemen, firemen, clerical workers, library workers, so many people in the city of Detroit gave their lives servicing the city of Detroit. They did not cause the bankruptcy of Detroit. And I'm not willing to accept the right wing, the austerity economics view of the world, that they want to make Detroit stable on the backs of working people. In my mind, City of Detroit workers don't make good enough wages. They shouldn't be taking more cuts. And to me, City of Detroit pensioners who are getting very modest pensions, are you willing to accept that they would take cuts and not the wealthiest in our society? No. All right, then if we want to support the workers, this is a great labor gathering today of all the different unions. We in the UAW are blessed. We're hiring new workers, we're expanding shifts, but we know, and I want to say to all the AFSCME sisters and brothers, all of our members who work for the city of Detroit, we are with you in this fight. We are going to fight for fair wages, fair pensions, fair benefits for all workers in America. And I know that all of my sisters and brothers and all the other unions, we're going to do this because we're not going to accept a worse life for ourselves, a worse life for our kids and our grandkids. We know that it was only nonviolent direct action and political action. We know that those are the things that we have to build our base on. We got great candidates who are going to speak to you in a minute. I just want to shout out to number one in the city of Detroit. We've got somebody from the city who's fought. When I was on the Detroit newspaper strike, he stopped them from arresting workers trying to get fair wages and benefits. He's always been with working people, and that's Benny Napoleon. We all know also that we have to defeat Governor Snyder. Governor Snyder has lied to working people. He's lied to citizens. He's taxing seniors. He's robbing our kids of decent education by taking funding away from our educational system, all to give more money to corporations who are already doing extremely well. And I know that many of us are going to vote for the Democratic candidate because we're so angry at Governor Snyder. But I want to ask you to do more. I want you to ask to work for what will be the Democratic nominee, somebody who's always been there for labor, somebody really who made a decision of conscience when he was in the Congress. He voted for health care for all because he knew that was the right thing to do, even though he knew that that could cost him his job. It did end up costing us a congressional seat. He's not only somebody that will do better, he's somebody who cares about working people in America. So I want you not just to vote for, I want you to work every day for Benny in the city and for Mark Schauer for the next governor of the state of Michigan.